Fiagíomh cardide. Bhí maidin alán again. Hi everybody. We've had the nicest morning you could imagine. So when we got in the Castle Bar, I got the tent pitched about 8:30, and Damien got parked up and we had some food, and I spent the night on the side of the road there. But last night we got contacted by Alina. I haven't got Alina's second name, and she offered us a bed, a room for the night. She offered us food and a shower, but it was a wee bit late, so we stayed in the house. We stayed in the tent, and then we went up there this morning. I texted this morning, asked her could come up and have a shower. So we went up, and in true style, we had a beautiful shower. We had a full breakfast, the wheaten bread, the Barry's tea, the chat. And what an amazing activist Alina is. So inspirational. I got to talk to her for a week, and Damien was the same. Years ago, she saw a lady was collecting clothes for people on the move in France, Calais, and who was looking volunteers, because being Ireland, when she put the appeal out, there were truckloads of clothes given in, and she needed help sorting them out. Alina went down, and that started her on a journey of activism. Damien has filmed Alina talking about some of the experiences that she's had and some of the people she met, and it is just so heartbreaking, so inspirational that one person can get involved and do so much. It just shows, we're all part of an army, but the amount of work that Alina has managed to do and continues to do is such an inspiration, and we all have that potential. So it was very encouraging to see what Alina's done. So Damien has to edit that little film later on, and we'll post that up as soon as we can. But when we were chatting before I left, she told me this, and it stuck. It resonated so much. She asked, no one's illegal, so we'll stop using this illegal migrant thing. They're people on the move, and Alina will tell you what they're fleeing from, and a lot of this is caused by Western governments. Just horrendous, and children having to flee for their lives. What would you do if it was you? What would I do for my family? But she met a young person who was on the move, and she said, "What is your name?" And his answer was, "I don't have a name. I am a refugee. I am a nobody." And that's what that person felt, and that's what so many of these haters feel. I told you before about the protest in Poole at the RNLI headquarters. They want these people to drown. They're condemning the RNLI for rescuing them. It's mind-boggling. But there's so many more of us who see them as human beings, want to help them, understand what they're fleeing, understand why they're fleeing, and they're finding sanctuary in our countries. And there are pressures in our countries with housing and the health service, but so many of these people are essential to the running of our countries in the health services. Some of them fleeing are so highly educated. I mean, they're such an asset. So that was the morning. Damien and me are going to take a walk around Westport. We're in Westport now. We can go into our hostel at 3:30 and get organised. And after that, we're going to go out to the Lannon Valley. I'm going to show Damien that. And we'll do a little piece about how the genocide manifested itself around here. My family left Mayo around Lochmask, just out the road, in the 1830s, and them moving at that stage probably saved our whole family line, because they went up to the north, And as far as I know, they were stonemasons, and they worked on Lurgan Castle, and they found sanctuary up there. If they had stayed down here in the west, they might not have survived. I might not be here. So that's the lottery. And it was a genocide as well, much the same as what is being perpetrated on the Palestinian people. And in so many genocides, the Armenian genocides, what happened in Algeria, you could go on, Rwanda, you could go on and on and on. So there has been more than one genocide. So we're going to do that little piece, and then crack Coca-Cola maybe. Slán, I'll speak to you later. Slán, seriously, don't Palestine.